Welcome back to my channel. So as we discussed earlier that above this level we have to look for buying opportunities. This whole zone was a no trade zone. Reason being it is volatile. So it gave a good opportunity from here till here, but RSL got hit because it made a wick, and then when it moved, then also above this level we had to look for buying opportunity. Nobody would have got it because of the reason it went very suddenly and in a straight line. And in here those who had taken their SL might have gotten it, so no problem. That's the cost of trading. Now I'll modify new support and resistances, and since we had decided earlier also that below this level we have to look for shorting opportunities, and we are getting one, so it will remain same. Now below this level we have to look for shorting opportunity, and this is the target, and after that this will be the second target. Above this level if it gives close, then only we have to look for buying opportunities. From here till here this will be the first target, and above that we'll see how the scenario works. So Euro USD performed very well. This level we had decided that we'll look for buying opportunities, and below this level we have to look for shorting opportunity. This was a no trade zone. In here we got trade, and I had told that we have to take in half quantity, and once it crosses this level then we have to look for full quantity. And I didn't expected a sudden move and this continuation, but here our trail SL got it, and after that it moved in our direction. So I'll modify new support and resistances. But you would have been able to catch it. I only caught this level, 42 pips. Now on a weekly basis I'll tell you what happened. So on a weekly basis, I had already told that it is going to make inverted head and shoulders pattern. You can see my previous video, and you can see this is making an inverted head and shoulders type of pattern. This is the left head, this is the middle head, this is the right, and there are very high chances that it will again make a small right shoulder and then give a breakout. So now we can expect a downside move, but until and unless we see a downside move, we won't be taking trade according to that. Now I'll modify new support and resistances. Support and resistances have been modified. So since now the trend is market has moved significantly up, what we can do is any sudden retracement we can look for buying, because this whole zone is a buying opportunity. You can expect a sudden move on downside, then buying also. This is first scenario. Second is those who haven't taken to wait, let a W type of pattern make, and then we have to take for buying opportunities. This will be the target. And if any case, if you are getting trade on the downside below this level, take in half. If you are getting any trade below this level, take in half quantity. Okay. So same in GBPUSD also. This was a no trade zone. Below this level, we had to look for selling opportunities. Above this level, we had to look for buying opportunities, and we got one. And you can see a retracement from here till here. We have achieved 24 pips. And then at this level, we had decided that we'll look for a consolidation, but it consolidated a little bit. It became volatile and then gave our another target of 17 pips. And those who have trailed might have got 38 pips too. But in half quantity, we always trail. So I'll modify new support and resistances. New support and resistances have been modified. So once market moves above this level and consolidates, then we have to look for this opportunity buying. This will be a no trade zone. So I'm looking at NT, and below this level, you can look for shorting opportunities. But in here, we can again see a good buying. So again, same in Bitcoin, nothing happened much. Above this level, we have to look for buying opportunities, and in here, we have to look for selling opportunities. Let it come here, and then we have to look for selling opportunities. Nothing like that happened. This was a no trade zone, and below this level, I told that we have to look for a consolidation, and then we can expect a sudden down move. But it didn't consolidate it, but we got below this level to almost 1,000 points. So now I'll modify new support and resistances. Any buying opportunities until and unless this level gets crossed. So it's better you wait, and this will be a no trade zone. Better to wait, or for scalping opportunities you can aim for this target, but once it crosses below this level we can look for shorting opportunities. Okay. And four possibilities. First was below this level we have to look for shorting opportunities, which had very less probability. Below this level we can expect a sudden down move, and then we have to look for buying opportunities. And in here, let it consolidate. If it makes W pattern, then we have to look for buying opportunities, and this was the target, and we have achieved that. How 530 pips, that's huge. But the only thing was we have to take in half quantity. Reason being because it is at top and we don't know what the target is. Although it has achieved, we have achieved our target, but there's chances that it will keep on giving such type of move. So to avoid missing that trade, we are taking in half quantity, and if we get a loss, then there are chances that will be loss. Our losses will be very less. So I'll modify new support and resistances. We have to look for a bullish pattern, then we can aim for this target. This will be a no trade zone, and in here we have to look for selling opportunities, and there are chances if it gives a sudden down move from here till here, then we can see this type of move, and then after that either a breakdown or a breakout. So it will pan out in 2 to 3 days, but so there are three possibilities. First possibility, above this level it makes a bullish pattern, then gives a target. This will be a no trade zone because it is a very confusing move, so it's better not to trade here. Below this level we have to look for shorting opportunities, and in here if the sudden move comes from here till here, sudden move, then there are possibility that we can see a consolidation in this zone. If you like my videos, please like and share, friends. Thank you.